right, we are live now on the streams, and welcome to another edition of Lucha Critics. On the show today, we got Warren, we got Josh. Say what's up, guys.
Hello, hello.
What's up, guys?
Hell yeah. And each week we dive into the world of professional wrestling and give you guys our takes. And we have a special theme at the end of each episode. On today's theme, it's a special Halloween edition. We're going to be talking about spooky characters in pro wrestling. But before we get into it, we're going to run down the gamut of the news and recap what happened on the wrestling shows we watched. Starting things off with Raw is War. I'm a little disappointed at some things that happened, but I'll go ahead and rate the highlights of the website here. Seth freaking Rollins and Big Bronson engage in a melee right off the bat. The New Day defeat. I'm just gonna run through it, and then afterwards we can go and pick what you want to talk about. The New Day defeated OAP to progress in the World Tag Team #1 Contenders Tournament. The White Six returned to attack the Final Testament. Io Sky and Kairi Sane versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez ended in a no contest. And Rhea Ripley attacked Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, and Dirty Dom. Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee defeated American Made to progress in the World Tag Team #1 Contenders Tournament. Braun Breaker defeated Jey Uso to become the new Intercontinental Champion, with, of course, the Bloodline having to thank for that. Warren, you wanted to talk about Seth beating up fucking Bronson.
Oh, yeah, no, I just figured because we'd bring it up now instead of mentioning every time. They kicked it off. It was nice that they kept showing up again on Raw, like to state their case, and the other one would just beat them up, and then they'd finally get broken up, and then Adam Pearce would be like doing something, and the other one would talk to them, which we did get a match, Bronson Reed versus Seth freaking Rollins for Crown Jewel.
Fuck yeah.
So that should be cool.
Do you know if it's going to be like a no holds barred or is just a regular match?
I think it's just a regular match. I can't remember.
Wasted opportunity. Oh, who knows? They may actually add a little something a little bit later. Yeah. But all right. I saw the New Day defeat fucking OAP, and as fucking Authors of Pain, I was trying to remember how their fucking name was. They're an awesome tag team. I love what they did in NXT when they were in NXT. It's an interesting combination that they put with the Final Testament and OAP, but I liked it. It kind of didn't necessarily go anywhere, but now it's finally taking, like, there's some direction going with this team with the Final Testament. But yeah, you see fucking the White Six come in and attack the group. You saw what's her name?
Before that,
what happened?
Well, the whole match before the Wyatt Six showed up. We should discuss how R-Truth came in, helped the New Day actually get the win.
Go ahead and talk.
Yeah, because you were skipping right over. It was R-Truth jumped in, attacked New Day. Oh, not attacked, helped New Day, and it was nice because I honestly thought AOP was gonna win. I thought it was just gonna they were gonna squash the New Day, give New Day more trouble, will they break up? But I liked where they went because afterwards, all of the Final Testament and the Miz were just beating up the New Day, and Kofi wanted to help, but Xavier's like, no, we're outnumbered. They're waiting for us. It would just be suicide, and that's when the Wyatt Six showed up. So, because again, once it seems like Xavier's still in the right, even though he's doing all the heel moves. It's like, no, he's making sense.
Interesting. It's an interesting take that they're trying to take with fucking Xavier Woods.
I like it.
What about you, Josh? What do you think about this direction that they're taking with Xavier Woods?
I'm just waiting for the betrayal to happen already.
You think they're dragging it out a little bit too much?
They're going to wait till the 10-year anniversary.
Oh, shit. That would hurt. Oh, man.
Yeah, that would make sense. Give them 10 years, then, let's break them up.
Anything else happened in that match? That you want to talk about?
Not the match. Mostly just the aftermath of the match.
Okay. What about Io Sky and Kairi Sane versus?
Oh no no oh I meant like the aftermath like with the White Six
Oh, go
because
ahead.
like this it's not a match technically. It's like a little post match
After
thing.
attack. An after attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it started with Nikki Cross going off the top rope, and
Nikki
then like
fucking
the
Cross. I keep forgetting her name.
yeah, then the other three were all attacking AOP. They're fighting, brawling out of the ring, out in the stands to the audience. You know where wrestlers usually just normally go in that corner, and then it's just the Miz by himself, thinking like, ah ha ha, I got through it, and then Uncle Howdy's there, and then their manager took the actual move. I forget his
The Mandible
name.
Claw.
The guy who, yeah,
Oh,
no,
fucking
the guy,
what's his
the
name?
guy.
Yeah.
The AOP manager.
He did he managed the Road Warriors. You know, the guy who just sits there with the glasses and goes, yes.
Yeah.
I heard it's
keep
like
forgetting his fucking name too.
yeah. I heard it was because he's just getting tired. It's like he's 70s-year old. He's like, I can't travel anymore. Just kill me off, basically.
They killed him off.
So we might not I don't know, we might not see him again. Like if we really wanna it would be a way to make Uncle Howdy even more
Menacing.
like yeah, powerful. Like he took out a guy permanently.
No, that's a good point. That would be an interesting way to go with him. Let me see here.
I got his name.
What's his name?
Is Paul. His name is Paul Ellering.
Ellering. Fucking
Yeah.
Paul Ellering.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go ahead and move on to the next thing that I saw here. It was Io Sky, Kairi Sane versus Liv Morgan, Michelle Rodriguez, ending in a no contest. And that is because fucking Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson interrupted the match?
Yeah. The one thing I wanted to notice about this match was I don't know if you guys noticed, but Samantha Irving's no longer ring announcer.
No.
They had Jillian Garcia, and she basically ruined that Dom Dom is going to show up because she introduced with him, and like he was just nowhere to be found when Liv and Raquel was like making their entrance. Like just like is he invisible? Like where's Dom Dom? And even like Corey's like, oh, Dom's not there. She just mentioned him because I guess. So we're like, oh, so Dom's going to eventually show up because he's on the card as like when it's going to happen.
I'm actually just real quick. I'm actually really glad that they brought back Lillian Garcia because what was her name? Samantha Irving was gone. She basically left, and she's not going to AEW apparently. She's doing some other stuff.
She just couldn't do it as being part of WWE at the same time. It seems like WWE's like just let her do both. Like what? I don't understand. Like
yeah, they want your body and soul in WWE still.
Yeah.
But she hasn't ruled out of making cameos at certain events.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm looking forward to going to a wrestling thing and seeing her if she does show up in those things.
Yeah. It makes sense. Like you don't want to close the door on that. Like she's easily the best ring announcer. Like Jillian Garcia is great and everything, but like you could tell like even she was like rusty this Raw. Like it's been a while for her. Like also calling out that Dirty Dom Dom was coming out, but clearly he wasn't there. It's like,
dude.
Yeah, and also I heard it's temporary too with Jillian Garcia.
Well, I'm sure she doesn't really do this anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like in emergencies, break glass, or forever in her hometown.
Yeah,
is like when she shows up.
Anything else happened or anything happened after this match got interrupted?
I mean, Rhea came out afterwards, beat up Dom. I think Dom saved Liv, like because Rhea was really dominating when she was coming out. She was beating up Raquel and Liv, and then Dom made the save. Same old. I sort of can't wait for this to end because I feel like we're just waiting for the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
which I don't even think, are they doing anything? Are we seeing Rhea versus Raquel at Crown Jewel, or is that?
That might
I
happen. They
don't know.
probably haven't announced it. It sounds like it would make sense to do.
Because they announced 36 matches. Let me look it up.
Yeah, they feel like they on SmackDown they also announced a new match, which for a second I thought it wasn't going to be on Crown Jewel. They were just doing it on SmackDown before that next week, but
Mm-hmm.
they're just doing singles of each team in the match, but using the same card picture, so it's very confusing.
Nice. Did you guys hear about the thing that Carlito got in trouble with?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Involving
yeah.
Kairi Sane and Io Sky here. He fucked
But-
up, a big fuck up.
But it's funny because I guess they backstage they asked Io Sky and Kyrie Irving, and they didn't even care.
Yeah, I for
Interesting.
me, I think it was he was supposed to be wrong on purpose. Like he
Yeah.
wanted to show that he's stupid. So
Yeah.
he's like, I'll say the wrong country when I hear that. It's like, oh Carlito, you dumbass. Like I think that's what it was going off as.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
and they didn't care, and I guess people are just taking it the wrong way. It's wrestling, and people, they have to make a joke out of something.
True.
He's a heel.
He's a
They
heel.
say shitty things.
I was like, damn, they're really gonna let him say shit like that. I was just surprised more than anything.
Yeah, it was still weird. Like you could have done a better joke, Carlito, but like I get what you're doing. Like, especially because I know Io had like controversy with people just calling her Chinese, and she was like getting sick of it. But then he said she doesn't care. So it's like, well, if she doesn't care and Kyrie doesn't care, why should we care?
Yeah.
True.
Did you guys see that segment with Judgment Day?
No, what happened with Judgment Day?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it looks like they might kick out Carlito.
Damn.
To me, that's how it
Probably.
feels. To me, that's how it feels.
I mean, I see Judgment Day just sort of disbanding completely. I see like there's also some rift between JD and Finn.
Yeah.
Like there's that. I see Liv dropping Dom soon just because she doesn't need him, and she'll just take Raquel with her somewhere else. Then Dom will just be by himself. I'm pretty sure the match next week is going to be, or on this Monday is going to be Dom versus Damian, which will get Damian the number one contender to be face Gunther like afterwards.
Interesting. I think the best thing to do with fucking Dom, make him go singles, man. To send him to NXT, have an actual run at the NXT Championship, build his fucking heel persona there even more.
Well, he did have a short run with the NXT
North American Championship. Yeah, but I'm saying
I'm like,
the
I
NXT
think you
one.
can give. No, I think Dom would be a good United States champion.
That would be interesting.
Be a good heel. Send him over to SmackDown. Give him that.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm the United States champion. Like,
Have him take the title away from LA Knight.
Yeah.
Even more heat on
Yeah.
him. That'd be a good idea.
Or bust a cruiserweight and be like Chavo overweight from cruiserweight and be champion as a heel.
That'd be cool. No, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with him. I hope he stays. I'm not sure if I think he may have signed already an extension in his contract, but we'll see where that goes. Let's move on to, speaking of Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee defeated the American Made to advance in the World Tag Team Title Tournament. What can you tell me about this matchup and how it all went down?
I mean, I was honestly surprised that American Made lost. I thought they were going to push them more to be like the winners, to be the heels that go on. I just assumed both heels team were going to win, because like that's normally how WWE books these tag team tournaments. So it was nice seeing Ray and Dragon Lee win. I mean, I don't think they're going to win the actual tournament. I think the War Raiders are going to get it, because now I guess it's a triple threat. I thought it was going to be like another match we'd get to see, so it'd be a bigger tournament, but it's just triple threat on next week's Raw, or this coming up Raw. But it was nice. There was a nice Zelina Vega moment on the outside with she threw her sandal. Was it Chancla? Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Like at Chad Gable, and that just basically froze him for the rest of the match. And then her and Ivy will probably get into a fight, which would be nice. I'm all for more Zelina matches.
Hell yeah. No,
and yeah.
ever since she won the women's, she was the first Queen of the Ring. And that didn't necessarily went anywhere for her. So I'm glad that they're giving her some more spotlights there.
I mean, she did win the tag team titles.
Okay.
With Corey Graves' wife.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Damn, I haven't seen her in a while.
I was like, when's she coming back? I feel like.
Well, she got pregnant and left.
Yeah, and I from what I've seen, she's really happy as a mom. So if she
Yeah.
doesn't want it, like, good for her. But like, I just when I started liking her character, she went away.
I never liked her. And it was
She grew on me.
I wasn't really.
I realized
into
what
her.
role she was. She's more of a Chelsea Green role, where it's like, yes, she's going to be the heel that loses, but it's going to be entertaining when she's just there.
Yeah, because I didn't like her when she was with what's his name? Bill and
Oh, when she was with fucking Too Soft, not Too Soft. Damn, what the
Enzo Amore and Bill.
Yes,
I forgot
thank
the name
you.
of the tag team.
Big Cass and fucking
Big Cass and Enzo Amore.
Yeah. I forgot that they put her in with that group. It makes sense that they would put her in with that group. But yeah, we'll go ahead and move on to Braun Breaker defeating Jey Uso to win the Intercontinental Championship thanks to the fucking Bloodline. We saw a little thing though, when the Bloodline did kind of show up. The future matchup between Braun Breaker and Solo Sikoa. I'm not Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu.
Jacob Fatu.
That's gonna be pretty fucking cool, honestly.
But there's another thing also.
Oh yeah, something else happened. What else happened?
Solo saved Jey Uso from a spear.
Ooh. Yeah, I saw the spear. That was pretty cool. What can you tell me about the match, Warren?
It was a good match. I mean, I had a feeling that this was gonna happen. Jay was gonna lose because of the bloodline.
Yeah.
My thing was I thought Jimmy was gonna show up and end up be the reason Jay loses by accident this time, but I like that better because we don't see Jimmy, fucking over Jay again.
Yeah.
Tama and Tongaloa were there out in the audience. I guess they just bought tickets to the front row seat.
Nice.
I'm sure we saw the meme of Solo like, I got two tickets. Like,
yeah.
The WrestleMania one.
yeah. There's that out there now. It's just funny because you see Jacob Fatu, he wants to fight Braun Breaker as well, which I was like, it was like I didn't realize I want that match until they both locked eyes. I'm like, no,
that match has to happen.
That match, like,
yeah,
like I want to see these two fight. Let
Save
them
it for
fight.
Mania. Save it for Mania.
Damn.
Yeah. But I'm like, all right, cool. And like it clearly like Jay dives out and hits both of them, like Jacob and Braun. So now Jacob Fatu's like, well, I want to beat up Jay. It's when I get a chance. The refs are kicking out the two brothers. And while the refs completely distracted by this, Jay's running around and he gets super kicked, and then Samoa backdropped onto the announcement table, and then Braun gets the spear and wins the IC title.
Bastard. I see Braun as a future WWE champion. Like, it's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
He's meant for that shit. Same thing goes for fucking Jacob Fatu. That dude's gonna be a champion without a doubt. It's so much talent in WWE right now. God damn it, fucking Solo Sikoa. Like, tag teams blowing up, but we'll talk about them later. Let's go ahead and move on to the next show, which was NXT. Josh, did you get to see NXT?
No, sorry, I was working.
It's all good. We did see Damage Control versus Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson. Ended in a no contest. Jada Parker defeated Tatum Paxley. Hell yeah. Obe Femi defeated Luca Carcifino. Trick Williams and Ethan Page come to face to face at Before Havoc. Sol Ruka defeated Carmen Petrovic. Hank Walker and Tank Ledger with NASCAR Xfinity Series champion Cole Custer defeated. What the fuck is happening in NXT?
I don't know,
Bronco,
but they're
Nima,
getting
and
views.
Lucian Price. Interesting. They have NASCAR people in there now. Gulia and Stephanie Valkyr defeated Fatal Influence. Love that tag team right there. But yeah, what a they're
So I know
testing
some
things
stuff
out.
that I know some stuff that happened. So they teased Damage Control with Gulia and Stephanie Valkyr. It was more Gulia
Damn.
and Kerry saying they're looking at each other like we know each other from that Japanese promotion.
Stardom. Hell
Stardom,
yeah,
yeah.
dude.
And then the reason that the match ended in no contest is because Chelsea Green and Pepper attacked Damage Control from behind.
Bastards.
Okay, so that's why they were all arguing on SmackDown.
That's my
Got it.
yeah.
It's like this is wondering why this was just like
Storytelling at its best.
Interesting.
is it?
Some things that did happen that the CW kind of really fucked up on. We didn't get to see the entrance of the new women's wrestler. Well, I keep forgetting her name is Delta, or used to be Delta. She
Yeah.
goes by a different
She
name
has
now.
it starts with an R. That's all I know.
No, Zaria. Her name is Zaria.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never seen her wrestle. I'm excited to see what she has to do. But she debuted by Fatal Influence, attempted to spin the Halloween Havoc wheel, and were interrupted by the shocking debut of Zaria. But
She's
yeah.
kind of like a Rhea Ripley type of wrestler.
Oh, okay. That should be interesting. Damn, fuck. This keeps getting deeper and deeper, division wise. But yeah, we'll go ahead and move on to the next match. Oh no, one more thing that I didn't want to mention that people are kind of like mad about. They're trying to put Obafemi and this one
Nikki Lyon together.
Yeah, and I'm like
Well, he really do anything. He just told her you dropped this. And it was her big overcoat that she always wears. And
Yeah.
She just looking, giving the eye. That's it.
they're I see what they're kind of seeing too. It's like they're trying to put this guy, have him be the king, and they're trying to build a new fucking thing. And I'm like, all right, we'll see where it goes. Well, let's give it a shot. That's all I'm saying. Give it a shot. You never know what's gonna hit and what's not gonna hit in wrestling. Let's go ahead and move on to SmackDown, because a lot of awesome shit went down in SmackDown. Right off the bat, we'll do this right
Randy.
here. Game 7 between Carmelo Hayes and Andrade ended in a no contest. What can you tell me about that one?
I mean, that's not how it started.
Oh, how did it start?
Randy came out and wanted to match with Kevin Owens
Why
and
isn't
actually
that
bring
shown?
out Triple H.
Yep,
So
I saw
annoying.
that segment. That was pretty good.
I
Yeah,
remember
like it was
that
like
segment too.
On his way out to the ring, he even went to the table and tried to talk to Triple H, and then he called him out. So we're getting Randy versus KO at Crown Jewel.
Hell yeah. It was funny because he was like, "Who you're protecting Kevin Owens from me?" He's like, "No, bitch, I'm protecting your old ass from him. What are you talking about? You're gonna get fucking destroyed." This might be a passing of the torch moment, possibly. Most likely Kevin Owens is gonna win that one. What do you guys think is gonna between that matchup?
I still have to see, but I did like what Randy Orton told Triple H.
Ooh, remind me.
He's like, I did not call Hunter out, the one that was a suit.
Oh, yeah.
And I want the cerebral assassin that came to my house with a sledgehammer and beat the living shit out of me and threw me outside my dining window and continue to beat my ass. That's the one I want to talk to, because he told him, what would you do, cerebral assassin, not Hunter.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Interesting writing. Well, anything else happen before this matchup?
Nope, I don't think so. Yeah, no, that was it.
All right.
We're getting KO versus Randy.
Game 7.
I think KO's gonna win.
Hell yeah, KO. Hopefully he does win. Game 7 between Carmelo Hayes and Andrade ended in a no contest, and it was a special guest referee of LA Knight. What can you tell me about this match?
It was basically predictable. I knew LA Knight was going to probably interfere. It was nice. It was funny seeing LA Knight just wearing the title at the beginning of the match while he was being a referee, like the whole time. Like you knew he didn't. His whole thing was he didn't care, so he knew he was probably gonna interfere. And it sucks because this is the 7th match. I was hoping we'd finally get a winner.
Yeah.
I don't think we are, because since he interfered, we're actually going to get a triple threat match for the United States champion between these three, which I knew we were
It makes
going
sense.
to.
Yeah.
Like they've already did
story-wise.
1-on-1 each. It makes sense. Like, but just I felt like it was just going through the motions, and
I feel like LA Knight's gonna lose his belt.
Yeah,
I would
don't
love to
know.
see it. Honestly, if anyone should get it, it should probably be the Carmelo Hayes. He's the younger guy. He's coming up. You want to solidify him as a threat? Give him the title.
Also, quick question: is
Hmm.
Andrade still the men's speed
Yep.
champion?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, they just never talk about it.
Yeah,
ever.
Nope.
it doesn't exist.
I wasn't
in the
sure.
main roster, it doesn't exist.
So
Yeah, because they're
Yeah.
talking about it for Candice LeRae, which we'll probably bring up in the next match. But
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like, what happened to the men's? Is he still the champion? Do they care anymore?
they really should. The
answer's
title
no.
doesn't look bad either. I mean, it's a title, you know.
Yeah,
Um,
it would promote the show if you see it on another show. I don't know.
Yeah.
yeah,
Andrade's
that's
still
another
the
thing.
current
Wouldn't you
champion.
want people to
That's why
fucking
no one
watch it?
takes it serious.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's so funny.
And it's funny because he won it back in June.
yeah.
That is funny.
There was a whole other women's tournament that happened
Yeah.
since then.
Let me see real quick.
Oh yeah, before the next match, there was a segment to lead up to the next match of Nia confronting Tiffy for being sick last week.
Oh, what happened with that one?
So yeah. Oh, I really think Tiffy's going to betray Nia at Crown Jewel
Cash in.
because
Let's go.
it seems that because she's like, she's like, I'm gonna have Candice fight Naomi because she beat Bailey, which is something you've never done.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
She's like, you stay back here and rest so you don't get sick later. And then so it's like, oh,
So yeah,
Tiffy's gonna turn face and turn.
I hope that does happen. If it does happen, it might happen at Crown Jewel. And then too many questions. We'll see what happens. Naomi defeats Candice LeRae. What can you tell me about that matchup?
It was good. Bailey showed up to help Naomi as soon as Indy started interfering. And then I don't know. I think I was doing other stuff. I was like cleaning up the house a bit during this match, so I just heard the highlights. I was like, all right, yeah, everything was sort of predictable. You gotta go, but that was good wrestling.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, then I saw the highlights. I saw Naomi do some move on the ropes to hit Candice's face. I was like, that's pretty good.
Head Scissors DDT got the win for Naomi for that matchup. We'll move on to the next matchup unless I'm missing something. It was Motor City Machine Guns defeating DIY to become #1 contenders for the WWE Tag Team Championship. I saw a little bit of this online.
I think there is a segment missing, the Cody Rhodes and Gunther segment.
Yes. I'm like, there's something, but I'm like, what is it?
Please.
It was
tell me
actually
about
pretty
it.
good. You want to go, Josh?
I'll say what I saw. So basically,
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes comes out to his music and everything. You know how he does the wall? But before it happened, Gunther's song dropped and everybody turned around and he looked and everybody was like, "Ooh."
That's a good. That's a good one.
And that look that Cody did gives me hints of that he might turn heel later on.
I think it'd be good. It makes sense.
It's about time. Evil Cody
I think it'd be
Rhodes
a good
and
run.
ROH was awesome. Let me see.
But
here.
no, the whole dialogue between Cody and Gunther I thought was very well done. I always love watching Gunther during these matches because I don't know what he's really smiling about. I don't know if he's just so proud of like the good work he's person with, or he just loves people talking shit. Because like Cody's like, I go up to these events, I have to go. Like I was traveling, I was in Las Vegas. Where were you? He's like, I just said no. You can do that, Cody.
No, I remember that exchange there. I did see that exchange on YouTube. Thankfully, yeah, you get to see some of the highlights on YouTube and like the recaps that they started to put up, which I am very thankful for. Thank you very much, Triple H.
And then, also Cody was the first one to strike Gunther as well.
Yeah.
And then Kaiser showed up, and then Randy showed up. So we're gonna get a tag team match between Randy and Cody versus Kaiser and Gunther next week.
Yeah.
SmackDown, because I guess they've already taped it already.
Yeah.
Since that makes sense. That makes sense. It would be really mean for the superstars to somehow do 9:00 at night and then somehow be in Saudi Arabia literally the next day.
Yeah.
That was back in the Vince days. We'll move on to the Motor City Machine Guns becoming #1 contenders. This matchup was pretty cool. I saw some of the highlights on the YouTube, like I said. After the match, real quick, they have a weird Motor City Machine Guns have this kind of like basic looking finisher, tag team finisher. I'm not really too like big on.
Which one was it? They had a couple moves, but I was like, that looks cool, but I think they both got like ones on them. Like there was one match where they like, I forget who, the one that doesn't look like the Punisher, like jumps over and like pulls the guy's neck back, and the other guy runs
and then kicks
him.
Yeah,
I thought he was just gonna snap his neck. And I'm like, what? Then there was another move where they like one of them was holding Ciampa and he placed Johnny on top of Ciampa, and the other one jumped off the turnbuckle to a drop kick, and they both fell down on the face. I was like, that looks interesting and cool.
They definitely have interesting moves, but the one in particular I'm talking about is Chris Sabin has the like other guy holding his head like this, and you see Alex Shelley on top of the rope jump down and land on his body on the guy that they're holding. It's basic, and that's supposed to be their tag team finisher. To me,
I mean, look at the Usos, look at the Dudleys. They're just like, boom.
Yeah, like the
that's it.
And 3D basically.
That would make us more sense for some reason.
Weak moves on tag teams, I feel, is okay. It happens.
Yeah.
It's the idea is like at the end of the match, everyone's tired anyway, so you can do a better like that type of easy move to get the finish.
I like the logic.
Like, plus, like when he's holding him, it's like putting strain on his neck, and he's dropping his full body on him to kind of knock him out for 3 seconds, basically.
All right. I see it good.
And also,
that's good points.
Yeah,
they'll grow on.
There was, there was a moment also I thought DIY was sort of when, even though I knew like from the get-go, the
Motor
City Machine Guns. I kept wanting to say Machine Gun Kelly, and I know that's completely wrong and dishonorable for them. Motor City Machine Guns. I knew they were going to win this tag team tournament from like them coming in. It is nice finally to see them in action, but I had a feeling like maybe DIY does it, because like Ciampa was, I feel like, playing a little dirty, like especially near the end of the match. Like, he was getting very aggressive. Where I was like, are we gonna see a heel turn with Ciampa soon? Like,
he was playing to win.
Split from DIY.
Yeah. No, bring Johnny with them. Let's have an evil Johnny as well. Let him join his wife as well.
Because at the end of the match, you see Johnny Gargano's face of frustration.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure they want to win.
Mm-hmm.
You can't blame them.
No, I would like that. I would like to see that, a fucking heel DIY. That'd be really cool. After the matchup, the Bloodline music hits, and they're like, "Oh, you ain't shit. You know what? You think you're so bad? You think you're so fucking good? We'll do this match right now. You get the tag team time. You're gonna get that shot right now. So guess what? I keep forgetting his name. Nick Aldis comes out, and he's like, they just wrestled the match. That's not fair. And they're like, no, fuck it. We're gonna stand on business. We're gonna win. We're gonna run the shit. So they do it. They end up wrestling I want to keep calling them God, but they don't have that. Tama Tonga and Tongaloa to become the new tag team champions, the WWE tag team champions. Fuck yeah. Awesome thing to see. But yeah, exactly. Some things happened for them to win the championship. Some masked up individuals showed up and super kicked the fuck out of certain people. And then was it fucking
so
Roman
was
Reigns
Jimmy
also
first.
showed up.
So it was Jimmy first. Then he got his ass beat. Roman Reigns came out. They went to the back to
Well,
fight.
Jimmy was winning for a little bit, but then
Yeah.
he eventually got. But I think it was funny. Roman always takes his time.
Yep.
Jimmy's getting beat up, but Roman's like, I thought like, oh, he's gonna show up in the audience as well. Like, nope. Then he just casually walks out. Like, oh no, it's just Roman
it's like
being
that
Roman.
meme. I don't even seen that meme when Jeff Hardy comes out. You're getting
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
dancing the whole time.
Matt's getting beat up in the ring, just like dancing.
Yeah, that shit was so funny in fucking AEW.
Yes, but yeah, then what's it? Jacob. Yeah, Jacob had to rush Roman. Roman super punched him, and while Solo and Jimmy were fighting, and Bosa, vice versa, the ref distracted. Another person in a hoodie showed up, which I thought was Jay and Jimmy just in the opposite ends of the crowd the whole time, not realize they're doing the same plan. Like was Jay was like, huh, I was about to do that in like 2 minutes.
Deja vu.
But Jay comes out, costs the Tonga twins they're not twins, brothers, just Tonga brothers, the titles, and then we got new champions.
We have new champions, well deserved.
And then the brothers hugged
and
it
then
out.
we got the reunion we've been all waiting for. The Usos are back. Maybe the OG bloodline is back. We don't know yet.
Yeah.
Well,
Time will tell.
It closes down with Roman looking at them.
Yeah.
At the ring.
Yeah. And it seems like Jay hasn't forgiven Roman yet.
No, I don't
so.
think
They're
so.
still clearly, like it's not like a full reunion, which I like. I thought it was like pretty shot well. I'll give him that. With like Roman just all the way down there, and the twins in the ring.
We'll find out next week.
Yeah. No, I honestly
don't say anything. I haven't.
No, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just saying because
I honestly feel like they should have Jay just be like, I'll help you out for this Survivor Series War Games thing, but I don't trust you type of thing. Like, don't have him like come back to the original bloodline.
Oh yeah.
But just be like, for this one time, I'll help you type of shit.
Be like enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Yeah. But for him to like come back and fully trust Roman, it wouldn't make sense story-wise to me.
Yeah, no, and also you can keep Jay. Yeah, you can keep Jay on Raw. Like, you don't need to bring him back. Said you can bring Sammy back for this one-time thing. We have the Survivor Series, War Games style, Bloodline versus Bloodline, and then Jay can maybe go back to going for the IC title, or hell, give him the World Championship. Yeah.
No, yeah, I'd love to see that. Crazy things. But that is all for the WWE. Let's move on.
Before we move on real quick.
What's up?
Just want to say that Motor City Machine Guns is one tag team that has one tag team in every promotion they've ever been on.
Yeah, dude, they have
3 matches in their titles.
Illustrious fucking rich.
Who is their agent?
They're I don't know, man, but like they've been everywhere. They were in ROH. I think they got ROH,
New Japan, TNA, New Japan, WWE. I think maybe I would say GCW, but I'm not sure. But they've done a lot of promotions. They have like a lot of tag team.
Yeah, they're big in the indie scene. I've seen them wrestle out here a bunch of times. Awesome to see them with the tag team championships finally, the WWE championships, that's for sure. Moving on to the next thing. It is AEW Dynamite. Hell yeah. The first thing we see, the first matchup we see, I should say. I'm already fucking this up. We open up the show with Tony Schiavone talking to Hangman Adam Page, and he's out here talking mad shit, saying, I'm glad that I nearly took Juice Robertson's life, and I knocked Austin Gunn's head so hard that he hasn't come back, and I don't even know if he's going to even come back, and I doubt that he remembers his own brother's name. As he says that, Colton Gunn comes up and hits Adam Page from the back, and you see a brawl happen out there. After that, you see Page take off his leather belt after he kind of like fucks up Colton, and starts to wrap it around Colton's neck. Juice Robinson and Jay White run out and surround the ring. Jay White jumped in and landed some shots, but Hangman was able to walk away and run away from there. Jay White, let me see here. Is just right there talking shit. If it wasn't for Adam Page coming in and interfering in Christian Cage's match with him, he would have been 5-0. So he blames him for not having for losing that matchup with Christian. So we'll see that eventually come together. The actual first match was ROH World Tag Team Champion Spanish God Sammy Guevara versus Shelton Benjamin with MVP. This was an awesome match. I actually got to see this matchup. I'll read off the last bit of it because there was. I really like how fucking Shelton Benjamin's wrestling. Like it's really violent, and it reminds me of Kurt Angle's ECW run, where he was kind of just like flipping dudes over and like suplexing them over his head. It's awesome to see Shelton Benjamin shine right now. He ended up picking
how much did MVP wrestle in that match?
Oh, MVP is just more like a manager right now.
Yeah.
Well, you said it was a tag team match, right?
No, I said with
Shelton. Oh, I thought it was a tag team match for a second.
No, we'll probably.
I was like, that's why I was confused. I'm like, MVP was wrestling? Like
he does. He still wrestles. He does still wrestle. I'm not sure when exactly he might wrestle in AEW. If he'll even wrestle.
Have a match. He has a match coming up at GCW.
Exactly. He takes indie matches, and he still can go, honestly. So yeah, back in the ring, Sammy connected with the cutter, but Benjamin kicked out with a 1 count. Sammy jumped off the turnbuckle, but Benjamin cracked Sammy with a thrust kick. Benjamin knocked down Sammy with a second thrust kick. Shelton finished Sammy with the exploder into his power slam for the win. Like I said, man, this Shelton Benjamin is a violent man, and I like it. I like seeing it. Renee Paquette was backstage trying to get a word with AEW World Women's Champion Mariah May. She's out here talking shit about Anna Jay. Anna Jay was able to pick up a win against her at I want to say Battle of the Belts. So now she has a number one contender or an actual championship match against her this Saturday at Collision. So this is basically setting all that up again. As she's out there talking shit about Anna Jay comes in and starts to brawl with her. Christopher Daniels has to separate them, and that's basically what happens in that backstage segment. We hear from Kyle Fletcher with the Don Callis family. So Don Callis brings out his family. You see I'll just call him the discount Drew McIntyre. And it sucks that they call him that now, but I keep seeing it online. Lance Archer, Brian Cage, Takeshita wasn't there today, but like I said, we hear from Kyle Fletcher, and he basically says that he's done living in the shadow of Will Ospreay, that he's better than Will Ospreay, and that he's nothing like Will Ospreay. And he keeps saying this like in different ways, and he then is given clippers to cut his like blondish hair that kind of resembles Will Ospreay's, and he says, "I'll never be like Will Ospreay," and he basically shaved, like buzzed down his locks there. So we have a buzzed out Kyle Fletcher now, and he is happy that Will Ospreay is out right now, that he put him out for a couple of weeks, and he's looking forward to ending his career essentially. After which we see Renee Paquette backstage with Ricochet, and Ricochet actually was at Maple Leaf Pro. Maple Leaf Pro is a new organization that's starting up from there's a lot of TNA like wrestlers that are there and you see AEW's involvement with them. So this is I'm excited to see that partnership grow and see what happens with Maple Leaf. But he ended up coming in to let me see, to basically put his hands on Takeshita while he was over there at Maple Leaf, and was able to after Takeshita defended his title, and who the fuck is his name? I'm trying to remember his name. The guy who he was defending his title with, but he's Josh Alexander. He's from TNA. He ended up defeating Josh Alexander, and as Takeshita was in there basically about to be some more, you see Ricochet come out and get the save. As Ricochet is talking about what happened, you see MVP come in and say, I know you and I have had our past in the other company, but there's a new company, there's a new chapter, new beginnings. Let's start off fresh. And he gives him the card, and he's like, let's do business. And you see Ricochet kind of thinking about it. He's not necessarily throwing away the card, so that'd be interesting to see Ricochet in the new Hurt Business here. We see a squash match with Murder Hawk, Lance Archer, and Brian Cage defeat two locals. The next match I see here was the ladder war between Mark Briscoe and Chris Jericho. We all knew what was coming for this one. I kind of hated.
Jericho doesn't need the belt.
Jericho doesn't need the fucking belt, but at the same time, I guess I get it. I don't understand exactly why he's considered the Nueve now. It's not necessarily his first time winning the ROH championship, so it shouldn't count as 9. But here we are, and we're going to get hopefully a new persona, and we leave this learning tree shit away, and we'll see what the Nueve has to say next week about it.
It's gonna set up Samoa Joe versus Chris Jericho for the belt.
That'd be interesting. Fucking Samoa Joe, he's out there recording Twisted Metal, but he's going to be coming back soon, hopefully.
Yeah, like he hasn't been out in a while, has he?
Yeah, he's
they did an injury with the learning tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's a good point right there. Next thing we see, next segment is Adam Cole coming out to the stage, and he says, who's ready for story time with Adam Cole, baby? But as he says that, Roderick Strong and the Undisputed Kingdom interrupt, and they are basically checking in and seeing, like, are you going to be a part? Are we still a fucking team here? What's going on? Are you just going to focus on MJF? And they reestablish that they're the United Kingdom, and they're still a fucking team, and they are basically still trying to take out MJF. That's their objective right now. As he says that, you see MJF appear in the big screen, and remember the revenge I promised to dangle over your head. Greed is blinding you to the fact that you'll never get your hands on me. Whichever one of you wins 3 consecutive matches first, I'll give you the match at Full Gear, but I won't show up until Full Gear. I hope one of you gets the happy ending you're looking for, because I know I will. So, the first one between Roderick Strong and Adam Cole to win 3 matches 3 times is going to be taking on MJF at Full Gear. Renee Paquette is in the back interviewing.
Who do you think's going to win it?
I honestly feel like it might be most likely Cole, and there's going to be a division between Roderick Strong and Cole there, and we'll see most likely Cole leave United Kingdom, and he'll be his own thing right here. What about you guys?
Oh, I have no idea either. That's why I'm asking.
I could see Adam Cole winning it.
Right.
He's the Bebe guy, right?
Yeah, Bang Bang. Yeah. Because that's gonna be MJF's gonna be the heel and Adam Cole's gonna be the face.
Yeah, it's really interesting how this fucking story came out or played out, because from the last time from the last time they were feuding with each other, Adam Cole did the ultimate betrayal and revealed himself as the devil, and then he ended up getting hurt, and we didn't necessarily see too much of Adam Cole do too much, but his team was running havoc there. Wardlow, from what I understand, is either injured or hasn't re-signed, and that's why they're not showing him on TV. Same thing goes for Phoenix. Apparently Ray Phoenix is still under contract with AEW. He can technically be on TV, but they're not using him at all because he's going to be signing with WWE. Or he was open about it. I say
he's part of the tag team that was coming.
What's that?
Right. He's part of the tag team that's like coming to WWE soon.
Yeah, with the Lucha Brothers. In a few months, I want to say Pentagon will be able to be on TV for WWE. But
the Rumble.
Yeah, dude. Like, if they're in AEW and you want to hold them, if you're gonna keep them fucking behind and not leave them, let them leave to another organization, fucking use them. Even if it's a squash match, at least you're fucking using them. They're getting like their TV time. It's annoying. Another thing that's annoying right now, but before I get into the next match, we see Jamie Hayter in the backstage segment with Renee Paquette, and you see Penelope Ford continuing this feud that she wants to start with Jamie Hayter, and eventually in 2 weeks they're going to be wrestling each other. Next matchup was a trios match. Yet again, another squash match for the House of Black against 3 random fucking dudes from the local towns. After the match that we all saw, we all knew that the House of Black was going to win. You hear Buddy Matthews call out Adam Cole, baby. And after the match, you see Renee Paquette asking Adam Cole what he thinks, and you see the United Kingdom behind him. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to ask him right now. Since we were talking, he's coming in my way. I'm going to go ask him. So they follow him with the camera, and he's face to face with Buddy Matthews. And he's like, what's the issue here? And he's like, I'm just trying to prove one point. Cole says, what's the point? He walks away and he says that you're fragile. Pretty cool. We're going to be seeing that matchup, I think, next week. Excited to see that Adam Cole versus Buddy Matthews. I don't think that even happened in the WWE, so that should be an interesting matchup, right?
No, because he was Seth Rollins' lackey. That's why.
Right, he was in the main roster while fucking NXT. Right. We saw the next matchup was Queen Aminata versus the Brick House Camille. Let me see here. It was, I believe, Mercedes shook her head, finisher, drove Aminata, pinned. Yeah, Camille won that one. That sucks. I didn't get to see this matchup. Next week, it'll be Camille against Chris Statlander on Dynamite. So you're going to see Chris Statlander versus Camille, and most likely whoever wins between them is going to get the crack at Mercedes Moné's TBS championship. Next up, in a SUV pulled up backstage, the AEW contingency thought it was I guess I'm gonna call them still the Blackpool Combat Club, but but it was actually Christian Cage and Patriarchy. Before this whole thing went down, because you guys are missing some info right now. The locker room was waiting outside in the parking lot for the Blackpool Combat Club, and they're basically they're waiting to kick their asses because they're like taking out the AEW stars and they're trying to stand up for AEW. So that's why these people were out here waiting, and they thought that this SUV that pulled up was them, but it was actually Christian Cage and the fucking patriarchy. Chris Sabin was hiding in between two cars when Christian Cage and patriarchy spotted him and chased Kip to the ring. Renee approached Hook and asked who Hook saw in the security cam. Hook said that the scumbags who took in the ring were responsible for attacking Taz. So it was the patriarchy that attacked Taz and put him in the hospital, and well, that's why he's not in right now doing commentary. You see the patriarchy come in and beat up Hook essentially because it was I want to say 3 against 1, and yeah, they just left them there planted. And let me see. Listen to me, Taylor. It's not what it seems. Interesting. But yeah, that's what happened. We'll see what comes next week with that one. Trios match between TNT champions Jack Perry and AEW tag team champions Young Bucks versus Daniel Garcia and Private Party. I didn't get to see this matchup, but this was the last matchup here. I'll tell you what happened right now. I know. Hold on. The Bucks hit Zay with the stomp and a powerbomb combination. Garcia swept the leg of Perry and sent him to the barricade. Private Party used a silly string on Matthew and Zay cradling Matthew to pick up the win. So it was Private Party picking up the win. Zay, Young Bucks, I think we proved tonight that we've got your number. We want a rematch for the AEW Tag Team Championships. Young Bucks, I have an offer that you guys will not turn down. If you guys use a match for those Tag Team Championships and we lose, Private Party splits up for good. Matthew and Nicholas Jackson like it, so they're going to take that matchup. And let's see, say no more. Next week, Private Party versus Young Bucks. If we lose, Private Party is done forever. That happens. Marina Shafir pulled up in a truck outside the arena. AEW's locker room looked baffled, wondering where the rest of the crew was at. Claudio Castagnoli, Wheeler Yuta ambushed Private Party and Daniel Garcia in the ring, whacking them with wheelchairs. Fuck. It was a diversion essentially. Moxley grabbed Chuck Taylor and threw Chuck into the ring. Claudio and Wheeler stomped on Chuck. They wrapped a chair around Chuck's head and stomped on it. Orange ran into the ring, but was too late to save his friend. So yeah, that's how that fucking crazy ending right there. For you guys who don't know, Chuck Taylor is technically retired because of his injury that he got from his ex best friend Beretta. What the fuck is his name? I haven't seen him in a while. He hasn't been in AEW. Trent Beretta. Yeah, he hasn't been in AEW in a minute. I'm not sure if he got injured or not. I'm excited to see when he comes back. He was with Don Callis family. I'm not sure if he's still with them or not. But yeah, that is the news of the week. Let's go ahead and move on to the main theme of the show. We're going to be talking about spooky characters in pro wrestling. They're coming in from all over the wrestling world. And I'll go ahead and start things off. 1 second. Oh yeah. And nothing. Hold on. That one. All right. And we're going to start things off with Abyss. Abyss was in TNA. He was essentially, I kind of wish that they would use a different picture other than this guy right here. But he was essentially TNA's response to Kane. It was their own Kane. Where are you, Josh? Let me see.
He walked up.
Oh, he walked out. Okay.
Oh, I think it's underneath my camera. Nope, never mind.
Bug. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. There you are. Nope. Wait till it gets back. Alrighty. Okay. So yeah, he was in TNA. He was basically TNA's version of Kane. He was in a bunch of hardcore matches called the Monsters Ball. He had wars with Sting, fucking Bully Ray, Mick Foley when he was in TNA, and when he was still doing crazy matches. Towards the end of his career, honestly, he did more crazier stuff in TNA. He had wars with Samoa Joe. Was in the Monsters Ball. Basically what a Monsters Ball was, all contenders are sequestered alone in a locked room without light, food, or water for 24 hours before the match. And the stipulation is intended to induce extreme feelings of aggression in the competitors. Crazy premise to matches in this world, but that was what the Monsters Ball was. Abyss, the Monster Abyss, won the TNA Championship for sure. Let me get those real quick for you. So he had won when the NWA and TNA were still one. He won the NWA World Heavyweight Championship once. He was a tag team champion with AJ Styles. He was the television champion. He won the NWA tag team champions with AJ Styles. He won the TNA tag team titles with James Storm and Crazy Steve. He was a 2-time champion there. He was an X Division champion. He was the 4th Triple Crown champion in TNA, and he's the 2nd Grand Slam champion in TNA as well. The Monster Abyss is currently a producer in WWE, and that is the tale of this guy. His name is Christopher Parks. That is him. Who wants to go next?
You can go, Warren.
Okay. Wait, am I going like completely next, or do you want me to talk about the Abyss, or?
If you know
want.
about the Abyss, you can go ahead and add some things. If you guys want to add some things
about
him.
I don't know. I actually don't have much. I mean, I've always just seen him as the
producer.
No, well, I was gonna say TNA's version of Mankind.
Yeah.
I kept saying Kane, but yeah, that's basically TNA's version of Mankind.
It's like a mixture of both, basically. To me, it's both.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I also know, he's more of as a producer now for is it WWE or?
Yeah, he's in WWE right now as a producer.
But
that is.
But Josh, you have anything to add?
No, just that I've seen some of his matches and all that.
Yeah, I haven't unfortunately seen too many of his matches, so it's hard to comment on him. But my next one, I feel like you can't bring up all these spooky people without speaking of the Undertaker, the original spooky character. I mean, I'm sure there's been other ones, but he's going to be called the original spooky character.
I will agree. He was and still is the spooky character. Honestly. But yeah, go ahead and introduce him. Tell us about the Undertaker for those who don't know who the Undertaker is.
Did he debut on Survivor Series?
Yeah, Survivor Series.
Okay, he did as well. Yeah, so we got a debut of Survivor Series. Paul Bearer the whole urn thing. That's like the beginning of his career. Then, from what I know, mostly as is the Minister of Darkness,
Mhm.
the whole Saiyan thing. You could also argue the Kid Rock thing was pretty scary with the motorcycles, but for different reasons.
Yeah.
And even like coming out near the end of the career, going back to the old school style mixture of the original and his Ministry of Darkness look with the fires and the hoods. He's always had the creepy matches. He's always had the like caskets, buried alive, hell in the cell,
Hell yeah.
ambulance matches too. I'll just throw that in. But
So, quick question to you guys. What do you guys prefer, his last ride finisher or his tombstone pile driver finisher? They're both iconic, but which one? Like, which one's better to
Tombstone.
you? Yeah, I knew it was gonna be fucking Tombstone. What about you, Josh?
Yeah, there's no debate.
So I'm
Yes,
kind
no.
of 50-50 because when you watch his matches, the Tombstone was like the great finisher. But when
Yeah.
you play the games,
Exactly.
the last ride was OP.
The last ride.
Well, yeah, but like if
was
we're
my
looking
favorite
at real
finisher.
life, last ride would be like this would be Sammy's running blue power bomb. Like it'd always be like there, but never get the three. Like, oh,
Yeah.
it could end, but never would. But Tombstone, rarely do people kick out of the Tombstone.
True.
True.
He also had the walking on the ropes, which I always loved. That was like
Yeah,
my
clown.
Going
that
old
was what
school.
I would always do in the games. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, you can even argue he's still scary today by
Mhm.
endorsing Trump.
Oh
Yeah.
God, what a fucking disappointment. Yeah, both Kane and Undertaker did the true. They went full heel, truly,
Yeah.
and endorsed Donald Trump recently. World's going to an end, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about some wrestling. Anything you guys wanted to add about Undertaker before we move on?
He's an icon.
Let me look at his championships real quick. In the WWE, he has won. Where the fuck are the championships? Damn, he was in WCW as well. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was under a different name.
That's wild. Okay, so in the WWE, he was the world heavyweight champion 3 times, the WWE champion 4 times, hardcore champion once, world tag team champion 6 times, WCW tag team champion with Kane. That was back when they did the whole invasion thing. He won the Royal Rumble in 2007. And has a bunch of Slammy awards that you see here. And of course was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2022. Yeah. Awesome guy. What I do remember from him was like you said, Warren, the Ministry of Darkness. That shit horrified Middle America, and it was the whole fucking. I'll be honest with the lead up and everything that was leading up to it was awesome, but the ending to that storyline was shit. It's me, Austin. It was fucking Vince McMahon all along pulling the strings.
The scariest monster of them all.
I mean, that's a good point. But yeah, at the time I was like, is this really where we're going with this whole thing? Oh yeah, and we definitely have to mention the 21-0 undefeated streak at WrestleMania, only to be defeated by Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 30. Moving on to the next wrestler, Josh, who is your first pick?
So my first pick, I'm gonna go with the Boogeyman.
AKA Martin Wright.
The best
I
video
don't know
game
his real
entrance.
name.
So, come on, man. Yeah, the Boogeyman, aka his name is Martin Wright. I didn't, when I was looking this up earlier, I thought he won a championship, but he never won a championship in WWE.
Nope.
That's fucking wild. Tell me a little bit about him, Josh.
So he was like the new WWE, I guess, horror persona, because I think during the time Taker was out on injury because Randy Orton burned him alive.
Oh,
So they had
fuck.
brought in the they had brought in the Boogeyman, and he had started feuds with Booker T, and he started feuds with JBL. And his thing is when he first came out, he will come out with an actual clock that had glass, and he'll smack himself on the head to shatter the glass, and he always have worms in his mouth. But then WWE a few months later, like, no, you know what? We're gonna give you a plastic one, so you can just smash your head with a plastic one, so you won't get CTE.
Fuck. I forgot about the goddamn clock that he would hit on his head. Fuck yeah,
yeah.
dude. That's so
That's why
fucking
you
cool.
choose him for every creative wrestler entrance way, because you just see them coming out with the clock. It's like, what are they doing? Like, I don't know. They're just moving around like crazy. I was like, yeah, he just ate worms, which is always
Yeah.
just. Ugh.
And the two things
Yeah, go ahead.
that
Go
kind
ahead.
of that kind of creeped me out of him was one where he was eating worms and he kissed Booker T's wife.
Oh yeah, I saw that clip.
And then
Ugh.
the other one is when he eats JBL's assistant's mole out of her cheek, like pulls it off and eats it.
Hell yeah.
I don't think it was a real mole.
Yeah, I know, but
No, I remember that. That was disgusting and definitely memorable. Um, hated the worm thing. Loved it. I loved the entrance though. It was all like spooky, and he would come out like crawling like an animal. It did pretty cool. It did really cool shit.
yeah. And his theme song at the beginning had the piano. And he goes out, I'm the boogeyman.
Yeah, dude. Like I see a lot of parallels between him and the Fiend a little bit. Damn. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next wrestler. Unless you guys want to add anything about the Boogeyman.
No.
Nope.
Cool beans. The next guy. Oh, that's not you. You already did that one. The next person that I want to talk about is Abaddon. Abaddon is the Living Dead girl. She's in AEW. She hasn't won a championship yet in AEW, which fucking sucks because I honestly feel like she could have been TBS champion by now. She has had awesome matches in the AEW. She's still under contract with them, but so she's injured right now. I was wondering what happened to her, but yeah, she's either not being used or only being brought out during fucking Halloween, because it kind of feels like that. But again, like if they were able to put the title on Julia Hart for the TBS championship, they could have done it for her. I digress. She's essentially like a zombie like character. She wrestles very like creepy and like animalistic a little bit. She actually like goes in for bites in her matches sometimes. It's really cool to see, especially if it's like a zombie character. You would want to see that type of, I guess, characteristics in the wrestler like that. If you're gonna be a zombie, fucking start biting the motherfucker. Yeah, I would really like to see more of Abaddon, but again, we've only seen like a few things, and she's been with the company for fucking since 2020. So, I'm not sure how long she has or they have left on their contract, but we'll see. Have you guys ever seen Abaddon wrestle?
I have. But I gotta say one thing. Don't let this fool you, because in real life she's actually really pretty.
Yeah, she is. She's really fucking pretty, or they're really pretty. Josh, I'm sorry, Warren, have you seen any wrestling from Abaddon?
I have not, unfortunately, but every time I see her pictures, I'm just like, oh, that's something.
Hell yeah.
Like even this picture right here, I'm like,
Very creepy. I actually there's only a few wrestling shirts I have, and I'm happy to say I have one of her wrestling shirts. Very cool looking shirt. But yeah, that is Abaddon. We'll move on to the next person. I believe it is Warren. Warren, who is your next person?
My next person, I'm still same era for my last one, same stable, but for me is really the first horror wrestler that I enjoyed seeing, and that was Gangrel and we can include the Brood as well. But like the guy was just a vampire. He would rise from a fire pit, spit out blood, legit have vampire teeth. Like he got a surgery to actually have it.
Hell yeah.
And like I remember weekly just always waiting for like who's gonna get the bloodbath? Who's gonna get the bloodbath this week? The lights would go out, and next thing you know, someone just covered in blood. And they're like, ah. It was
he had a run in TNA. I got to see a little bit of it. I'm not sure if he wrestled the same in WWE when he was there, but motherfucker was ruthless in TNA. The matches I got to see.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Like, I'm not sure. Well, actually, we can go ahead and check right now. Bam.
Yeah. Also, I was also disappointed that he wasn't going to be on Edge's corner in the WrestleMania Hell in a Cell match against Finn Balor that year for WrestleMania 40.
Yeah.
Right, 40 was the one we went to. Yeah.
Who?
So like I was really excited. Like I'm like, we're gonna see Gangrel. He's gonna show up. It's gonna be awesome. I mean, we did eventually get to see that quote unquote spot happen in AEW, but
it would have made more sense in WWE.
Yeah.
It
would have.
Forgot someone said something about that it was gonna happen, but at the last minute,
Vince shot it down.
I fucking knew it. Yeah.
He's like, Vince, like, no one remembers Gangrel. Like,
everyone
bullshit.
remembers Gangrel.
Yeah.
He would have got a big pop.
If they remember fucking Brew, they remember Gangrel. That's dumb. But yeah, legend in the game. I remember him doing crazy spots, like I said, in TNA. Did he do like hardcore matches in WWE?
I think he did.
I think the only belt was it. No, I think he won the European Championship. I think that was the only belt he got.
No, dude, it doesn't say that he won any WWE championships here. This might not be 100%, but like so far it's been on top.
I think you just passed European Championship. Up. It'll be European Championship.
Nope.
European Wrestling. Okay, but yeah, no, I remember. I thought he won a belt. I
could have sworn he won like something too, but no, he never won a title here.
Maybe it was at Midian.
Huh?
It doesn't matter. I said maybe it might have been Midian. It doesn't matter.
Very well.
Talking about spookiness, not beltness.
All right, Gangrel. Awesome selection. Anything you want to add, Josh?
Just like this, like his whole bloodbath, and then I remember '98 when he was kind of still wrestling. When they brought Blade out, I was like, it would be cool to see Gangrel come out and Blade just die.
Another missed opportunity, motherfucking WWE, man. You guys had pull. You could have done it.
But they gave us H and Blade 3.
That was funny. That was a good cameo of Triple H holding the little fucking dog.
He was not a cameo.
That wasn't a cameo. That's right. That was a full-on role. That's true. All right. We will move on to the next choice. What is your next choice, Josh?
Mine's is Papa Shango. Everybody knows him as the Godfather, but he had like a little Howard.
You mean the Good Father?
Oh, the Godfather.
Yeah,
he had a little stint in the horror stuff. Mostly it was like a African voodoo type of thing.
Yeah, he started off.
He
as
reminds me of the bad guy from the James Bond Live and Let Die. Like you find in GoldenEye as well. The voodoo paint, everything. Yeah. I'm like, did Vince just watch Live and Let Die? It's like, make him a wrestler.
Yeah, like you guys were saying, he had different personas throughout his career. Papa Shango, Kama Mustafa, the Godfather, the Good Father when he joined Right to Censor. I remember the Ho Train, his finishers of the Ho Train. I never got to see him as Papa Shango, but yeah, good.
Yeah, he had good matches with Taker because they were both the horror thing, so they would go after each other. It was like the urn versus the voodoo.
Oh, so, yeah. Nice, pretty cool. Let's check out his championship wins. I'm pretty sure he did. Yep, he was Intercontinental Champion once, World Tag Team Champion with Bull Buchanan, and Hall of Fame Hall of Famer in 2016. Inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2016. Craziness. Yeah, good shit, good shit. Moving on to the next thing, unless you guys want to add anything else about Papa Shango, aka The Good and Godfather.
I just remember because I didn't see all his matches. I only saw like matches of him and Undertaker. I didn't see really much of his until he became the Godfather.
Yeah, I've only seen him as the Godfather, maybe a little bit when he was in the Nation of Domination.
Oh yeah, he was in the Nation Domination as well. Good shit, guys. Let's go ahead and move on to the next person, and that next person is Su Yung for me. Su Yung is a female wrestler wrestling in TNA. Essentially from, I want to say, let me see. Yeah, from 2018 to 2021, Su Yung made Impact Wrestling, like the actual show, fucking relevant. That was one of the things that people were tuning in for, was to see the storyline with Su Yung and Rosemary. She ended up killing Rosemary's friend, and that's how the bunny ended up going to AEW. But yeah, Su Yung essentially is a dead bride, and she has crazy like moves. She does hardcore matches. Awesome female wrestler, honestly. She has won the Knockouts Championship twice. Another person who I kind of hope they involve in TNA, or not in TNA, but in WWE, if she's even still in TNA. I don't necessarily see her there. Man, she had some pretty bad things happen to her in personal life. We won't talk about that though. But yeah, I hope she, if she does decide to ever come back to wrestling, she comes back, because she did a lot of awesome shit as Su Yung, the dead bride. But yeah, did you guys ever get to see Su Yung, or have you heard of Su Yung before?
Nope.
No, I haven't, but she looks creepy.
She's definitely creepy. She's kayfabe, killed people in the ring, with her otherworldly powers. So she has this power to basically transport you into her realm. And they've done like cinematic matches in her realm. Like I said, like not many people have done that with TNA, that they would actually invest money to do this type of like matches. And it was awesome to see her get that shine there. But yeah, that's Su Yung. That is my final pick of the round here. We'll move on to the next person, which is Warren. Who is your last person?
The last person is more of a group, current group of the Wyatt Sick, which also I feel like includes Bray Wyatt / The Fiend, because they're all interconnected. Like, first of all, we got, even before The Fiend, we got the, what was this group called before The Fiend?
The Wyatt family?
Wyatt family, yeah, like it's just that simple. The Wyatt family was like a creepy vibe that I wasn't even watching wrestling, and like I was always interested in their matches. Then coming back as this Mr. Rogers / Monster as well, which they unfortunately, WWE mishandled it a lot, which is a very shame, but we still got great moments. Like, we won't talk about the Hell in the Cell match. I liked what they did with Alexa Bliss as well, turning her evil. And then now recently, due to his untiming passing, I'm sure he would have been involved in this. So I still want to just keep him in it, because I feel like he would have been there. Obviously it's dedicated to him, but the whole Wyatt Six, their whole intro, the whole basically murdering everyone on staff for their first debut, the slow build, even if I look at individual members. Nikki Cross has a great eerie stare that she was hitting at. Dexter Loomis has that weird knee crawl. So she was also like a psycho killer before
Yeah.
this, just hunting down. Like, it's always, and like just the turning off the lights quickly. You just know what's coming, and everyone's excited. And then the whole ding, ding.
No, I enjoyed their debut. I love the direction they've gone in so far. Definitely excited to see what's developing with them and the Final Testament. I'm excited to see another chapter to them because I was kind of getting tired of Chad Gable's thing. But yeah, anything you want to add, Josh?
Just that well, like you said, like the Fiend Wyatt, Bray Wyatt, he had good matches too when he was with the Wyatt family. Like his feud with John Cena, and how he brought it back to the Firehouse. They had that one match at WrestleMania, which was really good. Not the first
I
one, but
saw
the
that
second
too.
one. But the
Yeah,
second one, yeah.
yeah.
And then to me, also like when he faced Taker and lost, but then later down the road, Taker, I think it was at Raw. Told
Yeah, it
him
was like an
something.
anniversary
Yeah, he told him
something
something
like that.
something in the ear, kind of like to pass the torch, but like we said,
Yeah.
is untimely passing. But I just found out that Bray Wyatt handpicked chose the whole Wyatt Sticks family.
Oh
Damn.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was definitely seeded way before. Like you saw Nikki go like zoning out beforehand, and like it just sucked that his death happened because I'm sure we would have seen this group like a year before.
Yeah.
They actually debuted.
Damn. Yeah. Let's go ahead and definitely talk about the career of Bray Wyatt real quick. And championships that he won. He was one-time WWE championship with that awesome fucking Fiend themed championship. He was a tag team champion with Matt Hardy. He was a tag team champion with Randy Orton and Luke Harper. Interesting. And a two-time Universal Champion. Yeah. Wait a minute. Was the Universal Champion the Fiend Universal Championship?
The Fiend one, yeah.
I think the
Fuck
Universal
yeah.
The
Championship was.
WWE one is when he beat AJ Styles, John Cena, and everybody in the men's chamber.
Ah, I see.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. What a career. Unfortunate that we didn't get to see more from him. Definitely up there wrestling with the greats.
Like also this same WrestleMania, I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be him and Bobby Lashley.
Damn.
Yeah.
Which that would have been a nice match.
Yeah.
I was like, I remember like I'm gonna get night 2. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
And then like I got Shane McMahon.
We got Shane McMahon blowing out his
Never letting
fucking
it go.
quads. My guy.
Yeah. And then you can also say that Bray Wyatt was murdered by Randy Orton when he set him on fire.
Yeah, that shit was fucking
Yeah,
wild.
that too. But then there's also like, his last match was the lights out match with LA Knight.
Where we saw the debut of Uncle Coyote coming down with the botched elbow. Crazy.
It was dark, all right.
Yeah, it was dark. You know, it was the pitch dark Mountain Dew special. But yeah, man, he came in as Husky Harris, was a part of the Nexus 2.0 with fucking CM Punk as the leader. Man, what a unfortunate thing. Definitely rest in peace. Fucking win him. Let's go ahead and go on to the final wrestler, the final pick of the night. Josh, who is your final pick?
Well, you kind of hit on her when you were talking about Sue
Young.
What's her name? Sue Young. It's Rosemary.
Fucking Rosemary.
She's from TNA, but she's right now in NXT, and she's kind of giving Wendy Chu a hand.
I fucking love that they're using Rosemary. Rosemary is a legend in TNA. Alongside Sue Young, kept TNA relevant, honestly kept them from closing down their doors, in my opinion. But yeah, she's a one-time TNA Knockouts champion, 3-time Knockouts tag team champion. Crazy things. She's wrestled in almost every organization out there. Shimmer, hasn't done AEW, but yeah, man. Yeah, the undead realm is the Su Young's realm, is what I was talking about. But yeah, let me look for her tag team or her championship wins here in TNA. I guess they don't have it down here. There they are.
No, hold on, sorry. Yeah.
So yeah, she's a 4-time tag team champion, 3 times with Jessica Havoc, and once with Taya Valkyrie when she was still with TNA. Anything else you'd want to tell us about Rosemary?
She's like, well, to me, she looks like the Evil Dead incarnate of Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, that's a good. She's like, it's hard to like put her in a category if she's like undead. It's more like she's just fucking spooky, weird. Yeah. One thing that I do know about her, and and I believe it was in AAA or in TNA, but AAA and TNA have a partnership from time to time where they give each other different wrestlers and they have them wrestle in their organization for a while. When Rosemary was at AAA, I want to believe it was a battle royal. There is a female wrestler known by Sexy Star, ended up purposely breaking Rosemary's arm, and I believe Cody Rhodes was on the same card, and he basically like blackballed her, made sure that she was blackballed from every organization in the United States because of what she did to Rosemary. But yeah, dude, that's one of the things I do know that's happened to her. That was unfortunate. But outside of that, she's done crazy violent matches in TNA. Has been in the Monsters Ball too with Su Yung. Definitely loving the shine that she's getting right now, because she definitely deserves it. Anything you guys wanted to add before we end the show?
I'm just saying, it looks like if Rhea Ripley wasn't Insane Clown Posse.
Yes,
Remember?
I see it. Hell yeah. Big ups to her. Let's go ahead and go back to this.
And like I said, I think I could see her face off with that new woman that's coming to NXT.
Saraya.
Saraya.
Dude, fucking Saraya from AEW is gonna be pissed. Fucking Paige. She should start going by Paige now.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. Thank you guys for being on the show. Josh, where can they find you on the socials?
On Instagram at Sith_Josh_818.
Hell yeah. What about you, Warren? Where can they find you on the socials?
I'm on the usuals, Insta, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, all under Two Stoned, TU_STEUND.
Hell to the yeah.
Streaming some Fortnite. Yeah.
Streaming the Fortnite. You can find the show at Not So Intellectual Pod. You can see all the handles coming up right here on Instagram, YouTube, Kick. I stream on Kick, Twitch, and like I said, YouTube. Be sure to give us a like, leave us a comment, and subscribe. Let us know what you guys want to hear from us. But yeah, be good to yourself and others.
Spooky wrestlers did we miss?
Oh yeah, tell us what spooky wrestlers that we missed, if there are any. I think we pretty good on that one.
Yeah. There's a few.
There's a few.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, there's like a brother to one of them that we mentioned that we didn't talk about. We sort of mentioned him, but like we didn't really talk about him.
Ooh. All right, we'll keep that for the next episode.
It's Kane.
Oh, Cain. We forgot about the devil's favorite fucking demon. Oh man, that sucks. We'll have to save that for another day.
For another part 2, yeah.
Hell yeah. But yeah, be good to yourself and others, guys. Bye bye.
Yep, and don't forget to watch Halloween Havoc tomorrow, guys.
Oh shit, definitely watch Halloween Havoc. God damn, that's already gonna come up. All right, guys. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Good shit, guys. So next week, do you guys want to do the Mount Rushmore game?
Next week is Crown Jewel.
Ooh, what time?
Mhm.
Let me look that up.
2.
10 o'clock.
It's the morning. I think it's in the morning.
Yeah, 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
All right, never mind. We're
Which
gonna
also,
do a
yeah,
recap.
like, yeah,
Yeah,
because
but-
also, Friday night I'm having a party. If you guys want to
Okay.
come,
Oh hell yeah!
Where at?
Riverside Drive. It's between Coldwater and Little Canyon. I can
Okay,
send
yeah.
a link to the group chat. So
Okay.
maybe
Dope.
for yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Dope.
Send
Yeah.
the link over.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
let you know about next week because I might go out because it's Christina's birthday weekend.
Oh shit.
It's also like post Halloween, so it's
Yeah.
only Crown Jewel. We don't have to recap it.
Um,
Or why can't weeknights work?
Well, I could do weeknights, but after 8:30 because I got off work at 8:30. If you guys are cool with that.
I mean, it depends on the night for that. Yeah,
Well, if you guys are free Wednesday, we could do a prediction match for Crown Jewel because they'll have the whole match card already up by then, anyways.
you guys down for that? We can do like a quick one,
this Wednesday. Yeah, that's the day before Halloween. I don't think I'm doing anything that night.
Good shit.
Or double check and just let us know. You know, we do it like on Tuesday.
Yeah, no, like I know. I think I'm good. I think because like Halloween's my anniversary with my girlfriend, so we'll probably do
Okay.
something then. Maybe Tuesday I might go for karaoke, but Wednesday I think Wednesday night's
Yeah.
good. Wednesday, yeah. Out of like sometimes I'll go. There's karaoke I go to on Wednesday nights, but like there's been no plans to go this week.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I'm thinking for Wednesday, you guys want to do a prediction, right? A prediction like a do you guys want to do a full on show or is it more like a quick like a 5-minute type of thing?
I would say a mini episode, like
Yeah.
I don't want to say 5 minutes. Like if we want to talk about the predictions of the matches, let's
True.
give us time. But like,
20-minute.
yeah,
Okay.
I just
I'm
yeah,
down.
because we're just doing predictions. I don't see it going too long, but like
Mhm.
we don't want to say
Okay. And you guys are
5 minutes.
you guys still good to record on following Saturday or this coming Saturday?
I'll let you know. If
Okay.
be
Oh
careful
right,
with
you're gonna
that,
be
yeah.
out. You're gonna be out.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
right, right.
Yeah, then also
Um,
Crown Jewel's at 10 o'clock, and so
Yeah, that kind of does everything. Okay. Cool. Let me know.
But also have an
what's up.
idea for Wednesday if you guys are down. Also have the predictions. If you guys want to do like for Halloween, you know, your favorite Halloween movie, you know, so people can know like, oh, you know, these guys like horror movies too, you know.
I'll be down.
I mean, I've been I don't know if you can see it, but I've been drinking
I love that movie.
tonight. I'm gonna watch it 'cause I haven't watched it.
What is it?
The Monster Squad.
The best. It's censored.
There you go.
Monster Squad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? I never heard about that one.
80s. Yeah.
Ooh, it's
Dracula,
cool.
Dracula,
What the fuck?
Frankenstein, Werewolf, Mummy, and Black Lagoon's all in it.
Hell
Yeah.
to
Shane
the
Black
yeah.
writes it.
Okay. Something I
yeah,
have to
like-
watch.
It's like the kid friendly of the Universal horror movie Monsters meets the Goonies / Scooby Doo kind of ish.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like it's like a group of kids who have like this monster hunting club, but then like the real monsters show up in this town.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
it's 80s goodness. Yeah.
Yeah.
Down. All right. Cool shit. Thanks for sharing that movie there. But yeah, we'll see what's up for next week. I guess let me know, Josh, and we'll go from there.
All right.
All right, guys. I shall see you
All
guys
right.
later. Bye-bye.
All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Later.
Later. All right, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in to the stream. Be sure to tune in on Tuesday. I'm gonna be streaming some more Marvel Snap for you guys. Like I said, we are also going to be doing a prediction show for Crown Jewel for the Lucha Critics. And yeah, be sure to tune in for that. But until then, be good to yourself and others. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.